Brought to you by Polygrip, the modern cream denture adhesive that grips evenly, grips comfortably, grips dentures firmly all day. And now let's all play What's My Line? And now, from New York, let's meet our What's My Line panel. First, the popular columnist whose voice of Broadway appears in papers coast to coast, Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
And on my left, one of the most delightful stars of television and records, Mr. Mike Douglas.
And I'd like to introduce a very lovely lady who spent a week with me as my co-star on my program, who opens tomorrow evening at the Mount Tom Playhouse in Holyoke, Massachusetts, in a new play called Mrs. Dolly Has a Lover, the enchanting Arlene Francis.
You learned your part real well. And now one of the joys of Sunday night for all of us, and I know for all of you out there, too, the publisher of Random House, Mr. Bennett Cerf.
Well, if our host looks a little bit exhausted tonight, there's a very good reason for it. In the first place, he was running the Miss Universe show in Miami last night. And the second place, he spent the rest of the week up at Sing Sing Prison trying to get a bunch of convicts up there to challenge the Army football team to a football game this fall because he wants to prove once and for all that the pen is mightier than the sword. And here he is, fresh from Miss Universe, John Charles Daly.
Bennett, if you keep that up one of these days, you'll become familiar with Sing Sing, I think. Somebody will do violence, or you'll have to do violence. But we did. We had a lot of fun down at Miss Universe. By the way, all of the Fontainebleau Sunshine and Chowder Club, Carl and Arnie and Mr. O'Malley sent you their regards and say, please come back. They want to put some muscles on you. And I said you needed it.
Thank you.
And Mr. Douglas, nice to have you there, sir.
Thank you, John.
Hope you have some fun on this first outing. In view of the fact that this is your first outing, we're going to give you some surprises tonight. So get your blindfolds ready for the first go-round. We have some interesting occupations, but more than that, we're going to have two famous mystery guests before you on the panel tonight, and we'll meet our first mystery guest after this word.
Hi, this is Dennis James. Well, it's free fruit and cereal time now, and Kellogg's will buy you the fruit when you buy the cereal. And speaking of fruit, it's really luscious this time of year. Look at the size of those peaches, for instance.
Could I help you?
In just a moment. I want to get myself some Kellogg's Corn Flakes and some Rice Krispies and a couple of variety packs there.
I'll get them.
Good boy. Now, if you'll send Kellogg's 2 box tops with the stars on them from any family-sized packages of Kellogg's Corn Flakes or Rice Krispies or the end panels from 2 variety packs, now that's the end panels with the star on them, Kellogg's will send you a certificate worth 25 cents to buy yourself some fresh fruit for your cereal. Now, only 1 certificate is allowed to a family, so send soon. All the information is right on the packages. And do me a favor, would you? Make me up a bag of some peaches and some raspberries. And get yours, too. Your Kellogg's and your free fruit. But don't put it off. Do it as quick as you can, okay? Okay.
And now another TV mom moment.
Invention that has replaced stairs. Elevator number 1. You said escalator, which is a moving staircase. It's worth 17 points. Elevator.
BUZZR salutes Shriners Children's. Send love to the rescue at loveshriners.org.
All right, panel, as I told you, we're going to depart from our usual custom tonight and have two mystery guests, so you are required to be blindfolded immediately. Are the blindfolds in place?
They are.
All right, will our first mystery guest enter and sign in, please? I think you already know, but for you particularly, Mike, we use a different form of questioning with a mystery guest, one question at a time, in turn moving clockwise. And we will begin with Bennett Cerf.
May we assume that some part of your career, past or present, you have been a star on the Broadway stage?
Miss Kilgallen.
Have you been on the Broadway musical stage?
Mr. Douglas?
That's a female voice. Is this a...
Don't take anything for granted.
Is this a leading lady?
Miss Francis?
She's not a wee leading lady either, I don't think. Are you about to open in a musical that has been very successful already on Broadway? Are you related in a kind of mysterious way to Bennett Cerf?
That's question number 2, Miss Francis.
Yes, you can't answer the question.
Sorry, but that's...
Let me ask that. All right. Are you related to a very close relation of mine, namely my wife? No. No?
Well, we'd have to say in a way, maybe, perhaps, and how. Miss Kilgallen.
Well, are you Ginger Rogers?
Well, I think we're caught well up the tree now, and I'm out on the limb, and somebody's got yeah.
Well, you either are or you aren't Ginger Rogers.
Maybe there are two people there.
Are there two people?
Maybe it's...
Ginger and Carol?
Ginger and Carol.
Yeah. You can see I was in a very difficult position, Bennett, because actually Carol answered your question very properly. No, but Ginger is also the mystery guest, so that I had to say
I
yes.
wish Carol was my relation, too.
John, did the first we belong to Carol?
The first we belong to Carol, yes.
It's awful, John. You have such problems. We feel
Well,
so sorry.
that's why I'm aged.
Look at
So
you
that
sitting there with those two beauties. Gosh, what a lovely picture. Are they going to sing Hello, Dolly right now together?
I guess I better put things in the record first. I suppose only maybe Rip Van Winkle doesn't know, but on August 9th, Ginger Rogers is going to take over in the New York Hello, Dolly, and Carol, bless her, is going off and going to San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and London, and be a good ambassador for us. That's wonderful.
On tour.
So that...
So I hatched Ginger.
Ginger.
Ginger's good. Ginger's my baby. So she
I
gets
never knew before you look alike.
No. Do we? That means we're all related then, Bennett.
Yes, then we are related.
That makes us blood relatives, Bennett.
You know, we made a picture together once. We made that first traveling sales lady together. That's where you say why you think we look alike.
We called it Death of a Sales Lady. It was a terrible picture. We closed RKO.
Yes, we did.
Yes. That's not easy for two little girls to do all by themselves, but we did it.
Well, you aren't you going to sing the last two lines of Hello, Dolly together?
Dolly, you'll never go away again.
I had you down
would you tell your good husband, Mr. Lowe, that the Professor Ernstberger has returned to the United States? He'll understand what that means.
Ernstberger.
Yes, he'll understand.
Ernstberger. We all know who he is.
And I would say all New Yorkers and all those who are going to visit New York are very fortunate because we will have Ginger in the company of Hello Dolly here in New York. And Carol, I think it's great that you're going to tour the country and go to London above all. Because,
And I'm proud to leave the queen bee position to Ginger.
Isn't that a dear? Thank you,
Oh, I'm proud of her.
So glad you created such a beautiful role for me, dear. Thank you very much.
Oh, Thornton Wilder had something to do with
Yes,
it.
I guess
And
so.
Gower Champion. And David Merritt. Yes, the lovable one, David Merritt.
The lovable one, David. Lots of happiness,
you're
fun,
gonna
and
like
success.
I think I will. I think I will, really.
Lots of fun, happiness, and success to both
Thank you
of you.
so much.
Thanks a
Thank
lot
you.
for
Love to
coming to
Bunsey.
join us.
Thank you.
You do.
I love
You do.
to.
Right, okay. Thank you. Panel, we will now return to normal procedure, and let's see what we can do with another contestant. Will you enter and sign in, please? Drew Fraser, right, sir?
Right, sir.
Mr. Fraser, where are you from?
New York City.
New York City. Nice to have you with us. Mr. Fraser, may I present the panel? And now, if you'll join me over here, we'll let the audience at home and the audience in the theater know exactly what your line is. Panel, we can tell you that Mr. Fraser is salaried and deals in a product, and we will begin the general questioning with Arlene Francis.
Is it a product that I might use, Mr. Fraser?
Yes, it is.
Would I enjoy using it?
I think you would very much.
Is it a product that I might have in my home?
Yes.
Is it something that I would like my friends to see?
Yes.
Is it something my friends might use?
I think so.
Is it larger than a bread box?
Yes.
Is it big enough for a person to be inside of?
Yes.
Would it be nice to lie down on it?
Yes.
On it?
In it?
Just wanted to be sure.
It's larger than a crib.
Yes.
Well,
Is it a Murphy
some of your
bed?
friends are babies.
No, it isn't.
What is it some kind of a bed, you say?
A Murphy bed.
Oh, that's one down and 9 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Mr. Fraser, I didn't quite get whether the answer was yes for lying in it or on it.
Well, would you want to ask one of those questions?
No, you already asked it, but the answer was...
Now, we agreed, actually, the question was asked on, but since previously the question had been, is it something you could get into, I let it go as meaning in as well as on.
In or on. Is it something that people are used to being in or on? Nothing unusual about it.
I would say no.
I mean, it's not unusual.
Well, now, I'm going to say, with your permission here, we would have to agree that in human experience, we would not consider that the use of this product was extraordinary or unusual. To that degree, I think we can give you a qualified yes. Mr. Fraser will agree.
Yes.
Mr. Fraser, is this product usually found in the bedroom of the house?
Not necessarily.
No. That's 2 down and 8 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Mr. Fraser, you have said that Arlene might enjoy this in her home. Might she enjoy it outside of her home, too?
Possibly.
I like to get around.
Is it possible that a similar object is used extensively outside of people's homes?
Well, there you are. I was in Miami. I should have stayed there. I think, again, we would have to agree, and I have to ask your patience with this and begging answer, that under certain circumstances we would agree that people would use it substantially outside of the home, yes.
We have ascertained, I believe, that you can lie in this as well as on it. Could you sit on it? Or am I wrong? I've heard two
Well, now, the
answers.
thing that the question was asked, can you lie on it? I accepted it as meaning in it. Now, if you want to take
you
it from
did.
that point on, you can go there.
Well, were you correct in accepting it that way?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
You can lie in it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there aren't too many things you can lie in. Can you lie in this while you're still alive?
Yes.
May I eliminate a swing or hammock
Yes.
as being unlikely to be found in Arlene's home?
No. I got a swing at home.
When you lie in or on it, are you comfortable?
Yes, you are.
Does it have a resilient surface?
No.
No. 3 down and 7 to go,
Then
Mike
how
Douglas.
comfortable can you be?
Some of us like hard beds.
Arlene asked if it would be enjoyable to her. Is this enjoyable to men and women?
Yes, it would.
Is it a stationary object, or does it have... It is.
Yes.
No motors at all, no vibration.
No.
Can I go on, John?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, he said no. I figured I was finished.
Well, actually, it was no,
That was a
yes,
yes.
you see.
I see.
You said there are no motors, and he said, no, there
I
aren't
see.
any motors, yes. That'll get me sing-sing, too.
This can only be found around the home,
No, it has been elicited that you can find it outside the home already.
on water.
No.
No, I would think not. It might happen, but it would be out of order that it should. 4 down and 6 to go, Miss Brent.
Would it be a good idea not to have too much on when you're in this?
Yes.
Because you might get damp and wet when you're in it.
No. I get... no, just more.
Steam bath.
I see.
Yeah.
Is it anything like a steam bath?
Anything like...
A sauna bath like.
Yes.
It's like a sauna bath.
Yeah.
It is a sauna bath.
It is a sauna bath. I almost thought we were going to go right by that. What does Mr. Fraser have to do with sauna baths?
Maybe he bills them.
That's 5 down and 5 to go, Mr. Serb.
Well, I presume he tests and uses them, but I suppose he also sells them.
That's absolutely right. Sells sauna baths. Very good. And I would say, most aptly, he works for the Viking Sauna Company of New York. That's right?
That's right.
Viking Sauna Company. How hot does it get inside it?
They average about 185 to 190 degrees.
185 to 190
They get
degrees.
hot, but they're
It's just like the
Oh,
stage.
they are. They're just like the stage, right. That's what do they run, if it isn't a rude question, if you wanted to put a sauna?
They run anywhere from $1,200 to $2,500.
Uh-huh. And what, you usually append them to
Price
the...
for all
to
families.
the
Yeah.
bedroom?
They go into a bedroom or a basement or a playroom, something like that.
Fine. Thanks very much. We had some fun with your sauna baths. Hope you enjoyed our visiting with us. And we'll meet tonight's mystery guest in just a moment.
Aren't all sleeping tablets alike?
No, they may look alike, but Nitol is different. Of course Nitol is safe, taken as directed. Each active ingredient meets rigid, published standards. But here's the difference. Tests show Nitol releases its sleep-inducing ingredient more than 30 minutes faster than another leading brand. Nitol helps you get to sleep fast and wake up refreshed. You can trust faster-acting Nitol, safe, non-habit-forming.
You know, this could be a problem for us denture wearers. Without Polygrip, the cream adhesive that grips where powders fail. Say this pencil's a denture. A powder adhesive is hit or miss. Can leave gaps, weak spots. The denture can let go. But Polygrip is a full-bodied cream. No gaps, no letting go. So get Polygrip, then go have yourself an ear of corn.
And now we come to another special feature of our special program, the appearance of our second mystery guest. And once again, the panel is, of course, blindfolded. The blindfolds all in place, panel?
Back on.
Good. Will you enter mystery challenger and sign in, please? Once again, panel, remember the form of questioning is one question at a time. In turn, we move clockwise, and let's begin with Mike Douglas.
Well, that was a fantastic reaction. Are you, male? Are you female?
Certainly.
I know a fellow that can straighten that out.
Are you known for your work in motion pictures?
What's she say?
Yeah, you known for your work in motion pictures?
Yes.
Mr. Sir?
Are you sober? Do you also scintillate in television?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
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 Miss Kilgallen?
Are you married to a famous person in the motion picture industry?
No.
One died a night ago, Mr. Douglas.
Are you seen regularly on television?
Yes.
Miss Francis?
I don't know what that answer
Yes.
is.
Yes.
Yes?
Mm.
Regularly seen on television. Are you in a series?
Yes.
Mr. Sir?
Oh.
Is there more than one mystery guest tonight?
No.
No. That's two down, a date to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Have you rather bright red hair?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Mr. Douglas?
Are you Lucille Ball?
Yes. We had fun. We had fun. Well,
I
must
like
say,
that first sound.
Yes. That's my witch's voice.
I think one thing is, if reading, you read so much today about the programs next year, but you're going to change time next year, aren't you? Going to?
Oh, yes, yes. I go on at
Lucy.
8:30 instead of 9.
On Monday night.
On Monday night.
On Monday night. Mm-hmm. The Lucy
During
Ball
the
show.
daytime, there's one little spot from 1 to 1:30 when you're not on.
Well, actually, it's a happy week. Miss Lucille came in New York to do some work on Steve Allen. Steve Lawrence's show.
The first
Steve's
Steve
with
Lawrence.
us once in a while.
Yes,
you know.
I know.
So she was nice enough to agree to come and spend a little time with us.
Oh, I love
tonight.
to come on this show.
Oh, I must
I
say,
love it.
we love to have you.
And I got to see Ginger and Carol.
You had him fooled for a bit there, too, I must say.
Yes, my witch's voice did it.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
You're nice to have you. Well, you've done very well so far tonight, panel. And we'll have another contestant after this word.
Whoa! By Jove, there she is. Beautiful, but I shall add the crowning touch.
Thank you, handsome prince. My hair! It is beautiful. What magic is this?
New Dawn Hairspray for natural or color-treated hair. The only holding hairspray that wakes up hair color without changing it. It wakes up the sleeping beauty. Sleeping beauty.
It is a miracle.
New Dawn Hairspray has a whisper of color in it. See?
Dream come true. I love you. I love you.
Of course you do.
And not you, Princey baby. New Dawn Hairspray. Love the way it holdeth, too.
Only spray ever to wake up the sleeping beauty in your hair color. New Dawn Hairspray, 4 kinds.
And now a final contestant. Will you enter and sign in, please? Edward? Aronson or Aronson?
Aronson.
Aronson, Senior?
Yeah.
Good news. All right, can you tell us first of all where you're from?
I'm from Toledo.
From Toledo.
Right.
I think it would only be fair if, as I present you to the panel, Mr. Aronson, I will tell them also that we're talking about a summer vocation. Mr. Aronson is at pre-med course at Cornell. Right, sir?
Right.
Good. If you'll join me over here, why, we'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. We will tell you that Mr. Aronson is salaried and deals in a product, and we'll begin things with Dorothy Kilgallen.
Mr. Aronson, the audience seemed to think that there was something amusing about your job. Do you?
Yes, definitely.
Do you think I might use your product?
Yes, you might.
Could I hold it in my hand?
Right.
If I looked at it, would I know what it was?
Yes, probably.
Probably. Does it have a definite form and color and substance?
Yes.
Is it either vegetable or mineral?
Yes.
Is it vegetable?
Yes.
One of you is saying this and one of you is saying
That's
this.
the confusion.
I see. What did I ask?
Hey?
What did I ask?
Vegetable.
It's vegetable.
Yeah.
All right, it's vegetable. Is it edible?
Yes.
When you throw it out to the public, so to speak, is it edible?
Yes.
Does it have any association with any nationality, such as Chinese, Italian?
Not specifically, no. I wouldn't
you
think
don't
so.
think so. Then I
One
know
down
what
and
it
9
is.
to go, Mr. Douglas.
This is an edible product?
Yes.
Does it taste good?
Yes.
Is it fattening?
Yes.
I should know what it is then if it's fattening. I like everything that's fattening. Is it, does it begin with a dairy product of any kind?
Well, there's something in it. Actually, Mike, I'm afraid we're going to run out of time, so I'll have to throw all the cards over.
Good
ice cream?
Ice cream?
Hot dogs?
Close, close. How about fudge?
How about that?
How about fudge? Actually, Mr. Aronson is known as Eddie the Fabulous Fudge Maker, and he makes fudge at the Wisconsin Dairyland Fudge. It is at the Wisconsin Pavilion out at the World's Fair, and if you go out to the World's Fair, you can see him do it. Thank you very much. Nice to have you with us. And now we have just a few seconds. I have to say it quickly. It's nice to have had you with us, Mike, and good night, Dorothy Kilgallen.
John, my pleasure.
Good night, John. Good night, Mike.
Good night. Good night, Arlene.
Good night. Come back again. Good night, Bennett.
Weren't the girls here prettier than the ones you saw at Miami?
Just as pretty, I'll say that, Bennett. You got the booby traps all over the place. And now, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being with us on What's My Line?
What's My Line is a CBS television network production in association with Mark Goodson and Bill Codman. This is Johnny Olson speaking. What's My Line was brought to you by Kellogg's Cereal, the best to you each morning from Kellogg's of Battle Creek.